guys, it's Christina Almeida with Pildura, and today we're going to talk about fast fashion. Basically, fast fashion is retailers responding to trends, and this means garments are going from design to the clothing rack quickly and inexpensively. So let me take you into a little bit of the history of how fashion came to be. This all started in New York City with Zara and their mission to take clothing through this process within 15 days. Between the 1900s and the 1950s, a great deal of clothing production was actually still done in small homes and workshops. And it actually wasn't until the 1960s when young people in Europe started embracing cheaply made clothing, and this started really becoming a thing and expanding. It was later in the 1990s when fast fashion began to infiltrate the American market. With retailers constantly changing out styles, it leaves consumers with a need to continue to shop and always want more. And this is all to sell more clothing. We now consume 80 billion pieces of clothing a month, which is a 400% increase from 2 decades ago. Kind of insane. And due to a high demand for this affordable clothing, fast fashion, this has led to an increase of factories all over the developing world, allowing US and European countries to save millions of dollars by outsourcing their labor. These factories, also known as sweatshops, employ manual workers at very low wages and really poor working conditions. All of this led to the 2013 collapse of the Rana Plaza building in Bangladesh. There's shocking images of people being dragged down on stretchers, crying, and it was just horrifying what could happen. And it's crazy to think that this is all just basically to construct your fast fashion. This is stuff that you're shopping at H&M, Zara, Gap, but you just can't really make the direct connection to those places. While a lot of these companies claim that it's not their fault, it wasn't them who employed this particular factory, it really is them, because they're not taking the moment to do a full research of where exactly the clothes is being made, and it is their responsibility.
Hi, good
It's nice to meet you finally.
Yeah.
I'm really concerned about the workforce in Indonesia. You know, I spent the summer there living with them and living on the wages that are paid to the factory workers.
You worried about that?
Yeah. I don't know who else to talk to. I've
Talk
tried.
to Dusty Kid.
He doesn't want to talk to me.
Well, then I guess you don't get through then.
But you're the man. I mean,
Thank you.
you know, the workers had asked of me that I try to bring you back to Indonesia to meet them in their homes, not in, you know, the office in Jakarta.
Do you understand? No.
In addition to the negative social impact that clothing production can have, there are an abundant amount of environmental effects in which clothing production can also have. For example, the chemical dyeing process in which you see your vibrantly colored clothes actually is really harming our environment. There's rivers in China that are literally super dark blue, and they're just changing all sorts of colors, and this is all coming from factories nearby that just send all of the excess chemicals to these rivers. And people bathe in these waters, and these waters also go into people's homes, and they go into the showers, they go into the water that they're drinking, and the country just doesn't care.
The scary thing is, it's this same water that irrigates these paddy fields, and everyone who lives around here eats rice that's grown in fields like this one.
Kecil karena di Indonesia itu punya Undang-Undang Nomor 32 Tahun 2009. Cuman sekali lagi pengawasan dan penegakan hukum kita masih lemah.
And I don't want to know that the clothing that I'm wearing is negatively affecting the oceans, the rivers, and our environment in any way. I think a lot of people don't know about this because it's not happening here in the US, because it is happening in developing countries. Say it's happening in Bangladesh, say it's happening in China. Well, that seems so foreign to you, and it's not happening anywhere near you, and so you don't care. But this is our planet, and we only have one planet. And so while those countries may not have a standard and say that's not okay for their country, I don't think that matters. I think we need to say, this is our planet. We need to have one standard for our planet, and that is that there's one future, one planet, and let's take care of what we have, because there is no planet B. So there's a lot of information, and I know that for a lot of you, this is just completely new. And that is because a lot of companies that have been involved in this are really big, and they're really good at covering up what they do. And obviously they're not going to talk about the negative things they're doing for our planet and the negative things that, you know, they're doing to other people in the world. So maybe this is a shocker to you, and you're wondering, well, what am I going to do? I love H&M, I love Zara, I love Gap. Okay, well, I'm gonna give you some alternatives. I think the first thing you can do is shop secondhand. Thrifting is huge now, and there's some amazing thrift stores. Shopping online, ThreadUp is really interesting. Depop is another really amazing source, and just finding a local thrift store. But shopping secondhand is really important. Another thing you do, if you have to shop at H&M, if you have to go to Zara, your clothes is probably not going to last you that long. But you can try to take care of it, and when you're done with it, make sure you donate. Do not throw it away. Another thing you can do is, if you're interested in shopping sustainably, I think that there's so many amazing sustainable designers today, and that's what Peelder is all about. We're soon going to be actually selling some of the clothes of our sustainable designers that we've worked with. Maybe you're at the mall and maybe you're going to go shopping, but think about what you're purchasing. Think about what you're buying. Don't just buy in a zombie mode. I know it's very easy to go into zombie mode, and I know it's very easily to get excited, to want to feel that feeling of buying a lot of things, but think about how else you can get those feelings. And if you're interested in learning more, I would also recommend watching a couple documentaries that have really helped me. The True Cost, River Blue, World's Dirtiest River, and The Story of Stuff. Thank you for joining me today and talking about fast fashion, what that means, and what the implications of it are. I hope you learned a little bit, and I hope you can implement some of these insights in your personal life. This is Peelder signing out. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Bye!